Montecatini Terme is a small spa town in Tuscany, a 40-minute drive from Pisa airport. In the centre of town is the pedestrianised Piazza del Popolo, with its ornate fountain. This large open square is dominated by the neoclassical Basilica of Santa Maria Assunta, consecrated in 1962. This church replaced the 19th century church following its destruction. In 1988, Pope John Paul II proclaimed this church to be a minor basilica. The square is surrounded by hotels, expensive shops and many restaurants. Just outside the square is what remains of the Cursol, a former theatre and casino, now the facade to a modern shopping centre. On the road leading north from the piazza there are statues of Puccini and Verdi, both of whom spent a lot of time here. Next comes the War Memorial and the children's merry-go-round. Here you can rent an electric microcar. There were once 9 separate thermal establishments in Montecatini, but only 3 remain open. This is Terme Excelsior, which holds regular classical music concerts. At the top of the road is Terme Tetuccio, in front of which is an elaborate fountain. Tetuccio is the only spa where you can still take the waters if you want. Otherwise, you can just take a look around. Many of the thermal establishments were in the public park, which occupies a large proportion of the whole town. At the northern end of the park is a tennis club. Beyond this you can see Montecatini Alto on the hill, which is reached by a funicular railway, built in 1898. It goes every half hour and takes about 8 minutes to climb to the top, just over a kilometre away. It's worth the ride just for the views from the top. Leaving the top station, a short passageway leads into the main square of this medieval settlement, which is set on 2 hills. The square sits in a hollow between the hills and is filled with restaurants. From the top of the square, a cobbled path leads to the church of St. Peter. Around the corner is the shrine of St. Barbara, patron saint of the Italian military and fire brigade. Nearby are the ruins of Rocca del Castelvecchio, set inside a pentagonal fortress. Back down in the square, several streets lead up to the other hill, eventually coming to the clock tower. Both the 12-hour and 24-hour clock are very common, but this is a 6-hour clock. Across the passage from the clock tower is the Carmine Church. Interesting old houses line the narrow streets leading back down to the main square. There's a walk all the way around the outside of the village, giving extensive views over the beautiful Tuscan countryside. The funicular is controlled from the top station, and there's no need to worry about missing the last one, because they run right up till midnight.
The oleanders.
Everything's sort of done.